Okay, so I hope that you took the time to put some detail into the center of your flower. You might not have done it exactly the way that I did, but remember in the last little video clip, I went around and did little ovals, little spits, little seeds, and three or four little circles all the way into the middle. And then I came in with my oil pastel, and I'm just going to do some little half circles, just some little texture marks all the way around, like you can see I've done, like some little backward C's or just some little texture dots. I'm also going to come in here with a yellow oil pastel and do the same, just kind of texture that inside, little dots all the way around. This might seem kind of strange, but when we come back with watercolor paint and go over parts of this, it's really going to look great. And I think that the marks, the detail from the little seeds in the middle looks really good too. It looks nice if you take the time to go with your brown and just do a little bit of detailing around the edges on the inside too. It doesn't take too much, just a little bit of shading here and there, just around the inside of it. Then those areas, when we put the paint on, will resist where we put the oil pastel. The same with the petals. Some of you have already really started to color with yellow. I like to push the oil pastel into the paper. That's the thing. The oil pastel is creating a resist, as I was telling you before, to where when we put on the watercolor paint, it's not going to sink into those areas. So, as I said, I'm sure that a lot of you have really taken the time to detail that center and then to really color these petals. When you push the oil pastel into the paper, you shouldn't see the white of the paper. If you designate just your pointer finger as the cleaning finger, you can roll off some of these little pieces of excess that gets on it. But anyway, then on my flowers, I'm creating a flower that's more a combination of the sunflower and the Gloriosa daisy. So I'm kind of combining the center from the sunflower with those beautiful shaded petals from the Gloriosa daisy. And I know that you realize a lot of times when you're creating a piece of art, it doesn't need to look exactly like anything. It looks like your imagination. So now I'm taking an orange. This was the brown that I used in the middle too. Now I'm taking an orange and I'm just providing a little area of shading on there. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm pushing down really hard. I'm kind of push it into the paper, really try and get rid of all that white, but stay within, try to stay close to within those pencil lines. However, you're going to see those pencil lines and they're just going to they're going to really add to the piece once we get some of that watercolor paint on there. So don't worry that you can see those. As I said, I'm using my pointer finger and see how I can kind of smear out that color so it looks a lot like those Gloriosa daisies, kind of darker in the middle and then just shading out. I'm going to make sure that my yellow is really nice and strong all the way to the tip. Really all that white is gone, and then just shading out those petals, just a little bit of brown, and then a little bit of orange. And when you get all the way around, I think you can create a pretty interesting effect. And the background, of course, will be the watercolor. Now, some of you will want to go ahead and shade your flower just like this, like the Gloriosa daisy, or you may be happy with just the yellow leaves, or you might want to go just yellow and orange. But I like the effect of really darkening, taking that oil pastel and really putting that dark in the middle. It kind of makes it have some dimension to it. So I think we'll be painting by Thursday, and hopefully you'll all have your oil pastel coloring and shading done by then.